Welcome back to commercial arithmetic class. So we had finished with compound interest general problems. So today we will study about the next concept, that is varying rate of compound interest. So in the name itself you can see here the rate will be varying. So it won't be constant for the fixed period. For example, if you're going to invest for 10 years, then the rate won't be, say for example, for 10 years the rate will be 4% and the principal is, say for example, 2700. So here the rate is 4% fixed for all the 10 years. But if the rate is different for different number of years, then that is called as varying rate of interest. For example, for the first 3 years the rate might be 2%, then for the next 2 years it might be, say about 5%, then for the remaining 5 years the rate might be 3%. So you can see for number of years the rate goes on varying. So that type of questions are come under varying rate of compound interest. So the definition is, when the rate of interest is not the same throughout the period, then it is called as varying rate of interest. So the formula to find out amount in such cases, P, that is principal, into 1 plus R1 divided by 100 whole raised to N1 into 1 plus R2 by 100 whole raised to N2 into 1 plus R3 by 100 whole raised to N3, and so on, depending how much period and how it is divided. And here the meaning is, for N1, that is, say for example for 2 years, what is the rate of interest for the first 2 years, then for the next 2 years what is rate of interest. So you will understand this better when we solve problems. So the first problem based on this is, find compound interest on rupees 4500 in 3 years if rate is 4% for the first year, 5% for the second year and 6% for the third year. So in this question what is asked? They have asked compound interest and the principal is 4500 and N is 3 years. We will see how this 3 years is divided, so that what values we have to take for N1, N2, N3, or if more exist. So here basically there is N is 3. So these 3 years is divided into first year, that is N1 is 1, then again they have given second year, so it is N2 is also 1, and third year is again N3 equal to 1. So we will substitute the given values. So 4500 into 1 plus, for the first year what is the rate? It is 4%. So R1 will be 4. So 1 plus 4 by 100 whole raised to 1 into 1 plus 5 by 100 whole raised to 1 into 1 plus 6 by 100 whole raised to 1. So this will be 1.04 into 1.05 into 1.06. So in your calculator you multiply all these values, you will get 1.1572 into 4500, which is 5208.84 rupees. This is amount. They have asked compound interest. So we know amount is equal to principal plus interest. You want this interest, therefore it will be amount minus principal. So we got amount, we have principal, therefore compound interest is 708.84 rupees. The next question is, a man borrows rupees 5000 for 10 years at compound interest. If the rate of interest is 3% per annum for the first 2 years, 3.5% for the next 3 years, and 4% for last 5 years, then how much does he repay at the end of 10 years? So here you can see principal is 5000, N is 10 years. So this N is divided as, say this is N and it is 10 years. So it is divided into 3 parts. So first they have given for the first 2 years, then they have given for the next 3 years, and then it is given for the remaining years, that is 5 years. So when you add, this is 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 5 is 10. So this 10 is divided as first 2 years, then the 3 years, then 5 years. So for 2 years it is 3%, then it is 3.5, and then it is 4%. So here this is your N1, N2, N3. This will be your R1, R2, R3. So this 10 can be, if they had given it as 2, then 3, again 3 and 2, then this would be N1, N2, N3 and N4. So depending on what is given in the question, you have to extend your formula. So we got to know what terms are given. We will substitute in the formula, and writing formula for every problem is necessary. It has some value, it has some weightage, so marks will be distributed on each step. So write the formulas. So principal is 5000, so it is 1 into, for the first 2 years, what is the rate? It is 3. Therefore in place of N1 write 2, the corresponding rate is 3. So for the next year it is 1 plus 3.5 whole raised to 3, and then 1 plus 4 by 100 whole raised to 5. So when you simplify, we will get 5000 into 1.03 whole square, 1.035 whole raised to 3, and 1.04 whole raised to 5. So this is 1.03 square is, you have to multiply 1.03 into 1.03, you will get 1.0609. Then 1.035 whole raised to 3. I don't have simple calculator with me. If I had it, then I would have shown you the calculations. So due to this lockdown, I don't have one. But I hope you guys know this. So you might have used earlier also. So first type 1.035, then press into symbol and then equal to symbol 2 times. You will get directly the answer 1.1087. No need to type 1.035 3 times. Type once, then press into symbol and then equal to sign 2 times. So you will get the answer. So for this, type 1.04, then press into and then press equal to symbol 4 times. You will get 1.04 whole raised to 5 as 1.2167, and then multiply all these. You will get the answer as 7155.53. So in the question they have not asked compound interest, but they have asked how much does he repay at the end of 10 years. So he repays the principal that he borrows along with the compound interest. So it is nothing but amount. So amount they have asked, and we have calculated amount. It is 7155 rupees. So the next question on varying rate is, find the sum borrowed by A at compound interest if he repays an amount of rupees 8,808 at the end of 3 years, interest being charged at 5% per annum for the first year, 5.5% per annum for the second year, and 6% per annum for the third year. So we understood this is a concept of varying rate of interest because rates are different for different years, and they have given amount. So he pays an amount of rupees 8,808. So what we have to find out, we have to find the sum borrowed, that is nothing but your P value. So principal is to be unknown over here. So we will substitute whatever given is in the formula. So amount is 8,808 equal to P is unknown into 1 plus 5 by 100 whole raised to 1, because for the first year principal is 5%, and then for the next year it is 5.5%, for the third year it is 6%. And note that when you add, so here 1 plus 1 plus 1, it is 3. In earlier problem you can see it is 2 plus 3 5, 5 plus 5 is 10 and total number of years of investment is 10. So that should be equal to your n. n1 plus n2 plus n3 should be equal to your n. So now we have substitute everything. We will simplify. So multiply all these terms, you will get 1.1742. So we want this p. So this term will go to the denominator in left hand side. Therefore p is 8808 divided by 1.1742, which is 7501.277 rupees. So this is the sum borrowed by A. So we have covered one more important concept of compound interest, that is varying rate of compound interest. So in the next class we will study problems based on nominal and effective method, and depreciation is remaining. So if we complete that, then we are done with the first unit. So that's it for today's class. Thank you.